Hi there, it's Mrs. Drake with percussion, and we're going to be doing lesson 16. Lesson 16. Okay, take a look at the top of the page. Of course, I already hope you warmed up with your rudiments and all that. Use that video and that rudiment paper I gave you. But let's take a look. I'm going to call this one number 1A, the one up on the very top of the page. Do you notice it starts with some 5-stroke rolls? 1 EN, 2 EN, 1 EN, 2. But notice this paragraph here. It says, sometimes the 5-stroke roll is written like this, meaning a quarter note with 3 slashes, but is played like that, the way you're used to seeing it. So this is kind of old-fashioned. In modern music, they really don't do it as much. You know, this book was written quite a long time ago, but I still want you to have this skill. So if you see a quarter note with a triple slash over it, play it as bounce, bounce, hit. 1 EN, a 5-stroke roll, bounce, bounce, hit. So, and again, this paragraph here explains it. This is used in this book quite a bit. In modern music, like band music and stuff, you probably won't see that, but in this book they do that. It means a 5-stroke roll, bounce, bounce, hit. Okay, so let's do not number 1, let's do the one above it, the one that's called 1A, and let's not do the repeat. Let's just play it straight through. And I'm going to play it twice. First time I'm going to count the rhythms out loud. Second time when I play it, I won't count out loud at all. And of course, I encourage you to be in the habit of being able to count out loud. You should be able to count out loud. Even at your house, I encourage you some of the time to make yourself count the rhythms out loud. It's a skill you should have. If you find it difficult, I encourage you to listen to me do one of the songs, and don't play with me, but just try to count and see if you can count out loud while I'm playing the song. That's a way to practice the counting. Okay, so above song 1, I'm going to call it song 1A, the warm-up song, is 1 EN, 2 EN. Don't bother with the accents. Feel free to leave the accents off. Song 1A. Ready, go. 1 EN, 2 EN, 1 EN, 2. 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 Do you notice it's just the same 2 measures over and over? Same song, but this time I'm not going to count out loud. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, song 1, song 1. 1 and a 2 and a. And then the 5-stroke rolls, the bounce bounces on the and a. Okay, look through it. You can see it's kind of repetitive. The first 2 measures just over and over and over. Again, don't bother with the accents. I'm going to play it twice. First time through, I'm going to say the numbers. Second time through, I'm not. The thing on a song like this is don't lose your spot. When it's very repetitive, really try to not lose your spot. Song 1. Ready, go. 1 and a 2 and a 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 1 and a 2. Same song, song 1 this time I'm not going to speak. 1, 2, song 1, go. Should be able to tell the difference from the rolls that have the measures, the measures that have the rolls to the measures that don't have the rolls, meaning should sound different than, you should be able to hear the bouncings. If you need to take it slower, feel free to take these slower. I take them at a pretty quick speed. Okay, alrighty, song 2 and song 3 are the same. Song 2 and song 3 sound the same, but they drew it in the 2 different styles. So the second measure, you notice I call the old-fashioned 5-stroke roll the one that's written on the top. Song 3, they do some of the old-fashioned 5-stroke rolls, but on song 2, it's drawn in the more modern way. So take a look at song 2 or song 3. They both sound the same. Decide which one you're going to look at. Okay, and I am going to start by counting out loud, and then I'm going to let my voice drop away because, again, it's very repetitive. Song number 2 or song number 3, they both sound the same. 1 EN, 2 EN, ready, go. 1 EN, 2 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 1 EN, 2 EN, 1 EN. Okay, and now song 4. Look it over. Sometimes the 5-stroke roll is on the second leg of the TT. Sometimes it's on the first leg. You got to notice which one is which. Don't bother with the accents. And there is a old-fashioned 5-stroke roll in measure 1, 2, 3, measure 7. So notice that in measure 7, that would be bounce, bounce, hit. Okay. All right. So song number 4. I'm going to play it twice. First time counting out loud. Second time not counting out loud. Again, I encourage you to try to count it out loud. 1 and a 2 and a song 4. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2. 1 and 2 and 1, 2. Song 4 again, but this time I'm not going to count out loud. 1, 2, song 4, go. Okay, now song 5 is a huge song, 5 lines long. It's called Big Time Overture. Do you see that there is a repeat toward the bottom? There's a first ending, second ending. I think they forgot to put the other repeat sign. I would like it to repeat back to this third line where it says allegro, as the fourth line, I mean. So I encourage you to draw in the repeat there, right at the 2-4 marking. So bounce back from that repeat sign right there to the allegro. Okay, there's a few old-fashioned 5-stroke rolls, but the thing on this song is it's in 3 different chunks. The first chunk, remember that C, see that kind of strange cursive C? That means 4-4, common time. 4-4 is common time, so that letter C represents 4-4. Then it switches to 3-4, andante, medium speed. Maestoso means slow and proud, and then the ending is allegro. So this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to count out loud, and I'm going to do the first 2 lines. Then I'm going to pause for a second and say, ready, set, go. We'll do the andante line. And then we're going to do the allegro section. So in other words, I'm going to pause between each section and give you a lead-off beat so you know the 3 different speeds. All right, Big Time Overture. Okay. So the beginning, maestoso means slow and proud. First 2 lines. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and a 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're on the andante. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, including all the Z repeats and the 4 measures rest. Andante. Ready, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3. Okay, now we're on the allegro. Notice some 5-stroke rolls with the repeat. 1 and 2 and allegro, go. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. Repeat. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2. I went kind of fast. Allegro does mean fast. So that allegro chunk, you might need to practice that a little bit without the video. But eventually I hope you can get it up to that speed. Okay, that was lesson 16.